What if I told you the bravest thing a child did? Wasn't loud, wasn't big, and nobody even noticed at first? For 7-year-old Emma, courage arrived quietly. One morning, her dad said, "Real bravery is helping someone when they need it most." She didn't get it, not until she stepped outside and saw a tiny stray puppy, shivering by the old bridge. Emma had no food, no blanket, nothing to give, except her favorite red scarf, the one she treasured more than anything. She wrapped it around the puppy, and suddenly, its frightened eyes softened with hope. A few days later, she passed the bridge again, and the puppy was safe, fed, surrounded by people who now stopped to care. That night, her dad hugged her and whispered, "Courage isn't always loud. Sometimes it's kindness." Emma learned that even the smallest act of love can warm the coldest morning. What if you stopped too soon? What if the first mistake made you give up? Meet Ethan, a 10-year-old boy who liked painting only when it was easy. One afternoon, he tried painting a landscape. The colors mixed oddly. He frowned. "This is too hard," he thought, ready to put the brush down. A kind teacher leaned over and said, "Every great artist starts with messy strokes. Keep painting, and it will get better." Ethan paused. He tried again, and again. Slowly, the image began to look beautiful. Ethan smiled, proud not because it was perfect, but because he kept going. Moral: effort matters more than perfection. What if you tried one more time? You might surprise yourself. What if the lesson you need today is hidden in this little story? Meet Caleb, an 8-year-old boy who loved being first in line, first to grab a snack, first to answer. Every day, Caleb rushed ahead of others. He thought being first meant he was the smartest, the fastest, the best. One morning, during a class trip, Caleb ran ahead on the trail and missed the sign that said, "Stop, beautiful viewpoint this way." His whole class turned and gasped at the stunning rainbow arching over the waterfall. Caleb? He was too far ahead to see anything. First, Caleb felt confused. Why was everyone amazed except him? Then, he walked back slowly and finally saw the rainbow. His heart softened. He realized he didn't need to race through everything. After that, he tried walking with the group, noticing birds, flowers, and tiny moments he always sped past. When the teacher said, "Sometimes the best things happen when you're not in a hurry," Caleb finally understood. From that day on, Caleb slowed down, walking with friends, listening more, noticing small wonders, and life felt fuller. Moral: slow down. Sometimes the most beautiful moments are the ones you miss when you rush. Wait, before you scroll, this tiny moment might remind you what really matters. Ava loved her shiny new colored pencils more than anything. She lined them up every morning, making sure each one was perfect. At school, her classmates admired them. "Wow, can I use the blue one?" Noah asked. Ava quickly covered her pencil case. "No, they're brand new," she said. But during art time, Ava's pencil case slipped off her desk. Crack! The tips of her favorite pencils snapped. She felt her eyes fill with tears. Then something unexpected happened. Noah, Lily, and Sam came over, each holding out their own pencils and markers. "You can use ours," they said with warm smiles. Ava looked at them, surprised. Even though she hadn't shared, they still chose kindness. As they colored together, Ava felt lighter, happier. That's when she realized sharing doesn't make you lose something. It makes you gain someone. Moral: when you share, friendships grow.
Stop scrolling. This might be the sweetest thing you see today. Meet Liam, an 8-year-old who loved building the biggest sand castles in the school sandbox. Every day he'd work alone because he believed only he could make it perfect. But one morning, Liam saw Ella standing near the sandbox, holding a tiny broken bucket. She whispered, "No one lets me help." Liam hesitated, then said, "Do you want to build one with me?" Ella's face lit up with the biggest smile. Together they made the most amazing castle the playground had ever seen, not because it was perfect, but because they made it together. And that day, Liam learned something important. Things get better when you let others in. Moral: kindness builds more than sandcastles.
This is Aiden, a 10-year-old boy. He had fancy shoes, cool jackets, and lots of toys. But inside, he still felt empty. He had everything except friends. One morning, Aiden told his parents, "I want to go to school." And that decision changed everything. At school, Aiden felt shy at first. He didn't know the games or the jokes. But then he smiled, shared his pencils, and helped others. Slowly, kids started liking him. Aiden learned something powerful. School isn't about clothes or things. It's about friendship, kindness, and growing together. Moral: real happiness doesn't come from what you have, but from the people you share your life with.
Lila was sitting at the table with her favorite puzzle. She worked hard, piece by piece, until she was almost done. But then, oh no, one piece was missing. She looked under the table, behind the chair, even in her pockets, but nothing. Frustrated, Lila crossed her arms. "I can't finish it," she sighed. Just then, her dad walked in. "Sometimes," he said kindly, "the last piece shows up when you're not looking so hard." Later that day, while tidying up, Lila spotted the shiny puzzle piece under the couch. She squealed with joy, ran to the table, and placed it in. Click! The puzzle was complete. Lila clapped. "You were right, Dad. It came when I stopped worrying." Morale: sometimes patience and calm bring the missing pieces to us. Lila's grandma gave her a tiny plant in a small pot. "It's yours to take care of," Grandma smiled. Lila watered it every day, put it by the sunny window, and whispered little songs to it. One morning, Lila noticed the plant's leaves drooping. "Oh no," she gasped. "Did I do something wrong?" Her mom knelt beside her. "It just needs a bigger home," she said kindly. Together they filled a bigger pot with fresh soil, lifted the plant gently, and settled it in. Lila patted the soil and gave it water. A week later, tiny new leaves appeared. Lila's smile bloomed just like her plant. Moral: with a little care and room to grow, we can all thrive. Lila stood at the bus stop with her backpack on. She was excited. Today was her class's field trip to the Science Museum. But as the minutes ticked by, no bus came. Her friends started to fidget and complain. Lila took a deep breath. We can still have fun while we wait, she said. She pulled out a notebook and began drawing silly cartoon versions of everyone. Soon her friends were laughing as they added doodles of rocket ships, dinosaurs, and giant sandwiches. The bus finally arrived, and the ride felt like part of the adventure. At the museum, Lila's teacher smiled. "You turned a delay into something wonderful," she said. Lila beamed. "Waiting isn't so bad when you make it fun." Moral: a delay can be the start of a different kind of adventure. Lila sat at the table, coloring a big rainbow. She pressed hard with her favorite purple crayon. Snap! It broke in two. Lila stared at it, frowning. She wanted to cry. "It's ruined," she whispered. Her big brother, Max, looked over. "Can I show you something?" he asked kindly. He took one half of the crayon and drew a star, then handed the other half to Lila. "See?" he smiled. "It still works." Lila giggled and drew a butterfly. "Thanks, Max." They finished the rainbow together, side by side. Moral: even broken things can still make something beautiful. Lila ran to the kitchen, excited for juice, but her foot slipped. She knocked over a pitcher of water. Crash! The glass shattered on the floor. Lila froze. Her eyes filled with tears. Her mom came in. Lila expected yelling, but her mom just sighed. "It's okay," she said softly. "Will you help me clean it up?" Lila grabbed a towel and nodded. They cleaned together, slowly and carefully. Afterward, Lila smiled. "I feel better helping," she said. Her mom hugged her tight. "Me too." Moral: helping fix mistakes is braver than hiding them. Ray grabbed 3 slices of pizza at lunch. "I'm super hungry," he said. But after just one slice, he was full. He tossed the rest in the bin. Grandma softly said, "In some homes, even one slice is a feast." That night, Ray dreamed he was hungry, and there was no food anywhere. He woke up, ran to the kitchen, and saved his leftovers. The next day, he took only what he could eat. "No more wasting," Ray smiled. "Every bite counts." Moral: don't waste food. Someone, somewhere, wishes for your leftovers.